Well, hi everybody. Turns out I'm still not dead. I just have a very bad habit of taking breaks that YouTube doesn't like, I don't like, but you know what? Sometimes life happens. And because life is currently still happening and I don't have the bandwidth, like the mental bandwidth to be creative, but I also don't have the time, space, and materials to be creative, I'm pivoting temporarily into reading some Reddit stories because I actually really enjoy hearing them. And there are some that I'm like, you know what, this deserves to be read out loud, and I am not seeing it anywhere. And sometimes I see stories years later that I read a year ago. So we're just gonna be on top of things, I guess, and read them myself. But yeah, this is me, Jael, reading Reddit stories for your entertainment. Mostly because I've been told I have that's El Jefe talking in the background. But I've been told that I have a soothing voice, so let me know if you feel that that's untrue. But, yeah. Without further ado, or at least without too much further ado, let's get started reading some Reddit stories. Am I overreacting if I tell my ex's partner about his message? With updates. But I can't find the original. Let's check. Am I overreacting if I tell my ex's partner about his message? My ex and I broke up about 2 years ago and have seen each other maybe twice since then at events, so pretty much no contact since the breakup. Today, he messaged me with this, and obviously I told my girlfriends about it, and they said I should let his girlfriend know, and that it'd be unethical if I didn't. And now we'll read what she said real quick before we keep going on. Hey, says X. It's blank. How are you doing? Oh, these people are British. Fun. Hey, blank. It's blank. How are you going? I'm good, yourself? Yeah, I'm alright. This is probably not a message I should be sending, but I'm at a point where I'm considering proposing to my current girlfriend, and before I take that step, I need to be honest with myself and with you. I just need to know if there's truly no chance for us, because a part of me still wonders if that door is really closed. If there isn't, then I'll let go and move forward. Please take your time and be honest with us both. So, interesting. I feel like if I do tell his girlfriend, it'll become this huge deal and I'll get dragged back into so much drama, and if I don't, I'd be keeping a girl in the dark. And OP is correct, that ain't cool. Obviously, the answer to his question is no, but am I overreacting to this? Is this a normal thing men feel before proposing, maybe, and I should just say no and go on with my day? It's not my place to say anything, is it? Oh, that was very British. It's not my place to say anything, is it? Black Moxie, you are correct. Block him, pass the message on to his girlfriend, then block her too. You don't get pulled into any drama, and you don't need to know the outcome. Leave the rest in their hands. Think about whether or not you'd want to know this if the situation was reversed, and it was you about to be proposed to by a man who does this. Black Moxie, you are 100% correct. Maybe don't block the girl. Well, you know what? You're correct. You don't want to be pulled into the drama. Maybe don't block her, though. I don't know. But yeah, no, I would not want this situation for anybody, and I would want to know if somebody is proposing to me and then behind my back proposing, or that's eating. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say it better. I'm gonna say it better this time. I got it. I'm gonna get it. If somebody was proposing to me and propositioning someone else behind my back, I'd want to know. Awayrope6256 says, this happened to me several years ago. A woman who I was mildly interested in called me while she was outside her now husband's family house. She expressed that she still had feelings for me and knew he was about to propose, but her heart wasn't truly in it as she had feelings for me. I took it as her getting cold feet and talked her through following through with him. She cried, thanked me, and went inside, and the rest is history. I wouldn't tell the partner, but I would express you don't feel the same, if that's true, and tell them to make it work, and to permanently close the door he thinks he's leaving open for you. Ooh, that's a very interesting response. I do want to see people's response to that. Is that the case? Because, I mean, if he is serious, I guess I would say... Oh, for those of us who are listening instead of reading, Popular Resist 8166 says, probably best response, other people in this thread have zero compassion for another human being. And Away Rope responds, today is all about documenting and outing people. Being raised by older people taught me the value in keeping some things to myself. Yeah, Accomplished Toe is correct. Accomplished Toe 7496, I love these names, I love you guys, says, what about compassion for the person who is being lied to? Genuinely, and I mean this, the only people who believe in protecting liars and would-be cheaters are the people who do or would do this kind of shit themselves. That's why you have more empathy for the person who is wronging someone than you do the person who is wronged. If you find yourself siding with the villain, you should probably examine yourself instead of society. Yeah, part of that compassion is for the girlfriend to know the truth, although also the girlfriend deserves to know whether she wants to stay with someone like that. I don't encourage telling him to make it work, because then is he doing it just because the ex told him to? It's shitty to the girlfriend should be a part of that decision. I think, yeah. Oh, please stop assuming the worst, says Respond Previous. He could just be looking for closure. Unless you know for sure what is up, you don't stick your nose in. I think that everybody has their points, and I think I'm somewhere between Black Moxie and Away Rope. I think that you should express that you don't feel the same, and sure, you can try and tell him to make it work, although it doesn't seem like he is getting cold feet. It seems like he's keeping his options open. So basically, what I'm saying is, if he doesn't respond favorably to you basically calling him out on trying to step out on his lady, I think at that time you should then tell her. You know, make an effort, I guess, since maybe this Away Rope guy is right and we're too focused on trying to out people for being liars and cheaters. But I think Black Moxie is also very correct that the girlfriend does deserve to know at some point. So that is that story. And let's take a look at our next. I'm sure I'll be able to work out actually transitioning between things. Aw, it's been deleted. That's too bad. That's okay, though. I don't want to read these stories if they, have been deleted. That means, to me, they didn't want them read somewhere. But I do like the comments for this story. I really wanted to read this one. Am I overreacting for being upset my boyfriend doesn't want me to wear a bonnet to bed? But I haven't been able to find rare Reddit. But like I said, I like these comments of support. So skipping that. Oh, and that one's gone too. Am I overreacted? I'm not overreacting. I wanted to ask them why they wasted their money. Oh, this seems like an interesting story. But like I said, I give these stories some time to be deleted, essentially. It is a shame that I only got the one. Oh, but I forgot. This story has a freaking update. So, update to, am I overreacting if I tell my ex's partner about his message? Update on today, and this has now become a throwaway account, which is a shame that sometimes we have to do that. Update on today. The moral dilemma isn't really resolved, but I hope a little context will help. Despite some friends and many comments advice to let her know, I just can't bring myself to contact a girl out of the blue with this, especially me being the ex. Call me a coward, but we're all sort of connected through acquaintances, and I simply don't want the drama. Forgot to mention in the original post that I'm in a new relationship myself, and despite initial hesitations I told him about today, he thought it was weird of him to ask something like this, but maybe he's looking for a final confirmation that there's no hope. I ended up sending him this message and blocked him after his response. Alright, this message is no. Oh, yes, because these people are British. Let me wait for my phone to stop being a twat. No, I've moved on a long time ago. I'm in a happy relationship, and your girlfriend seems like a terrific girl from the few interactions we've had. If you're having doubts, please don't let me be the source. I wish you well, but out of respect for our partners, please don't contact me again. And then the chav says, no worries, won't hear from me again. Best of luck with med school and have a good life. And a red heart, which, I mean, I'm the sort of person who thinks a red heart means something, but whatever. Moving on. From the 3 years my ex and I were together, I know he's not an evil person. I felt he needed to be shown some grace with his doubts or whatever he's feeling. As for his partner, we have a few mutuals, so we've had run-ins, and she knows who I am. She seems lovely and very happy with him. I cannot be the reason for their relationship's downfall. I don't feel at peace, to be honest, but I'm gonna sleep it off. Alright. Oh. No Friendship 5787 makes a really good point. You're all sort of acquainted, so you don't want to say anything to her and cause drama, but you also told a bunch of your friends about this. All sorts of acquainted makes me think this will get back to her because you told your friends. So I think you're past avoiding drama. It will just be more drawn out now, and worse when it finally comes back around to you. True frickin' facts, no friendships. And then Layla MCA says, it's also kind of sad that now multiple people in her life are basically lying to her face by not telling her. It feels so cruel to be surrounded by people who have this life-altering and upsetting knowledge and didn't respect you and your time and your life enough to tell you. Personally, that's much worse to me than knowing and being able to have autonomy over my own life and choices. At least you know your friends and people you surround yourself with care about and respect you, even if it hurts a lot. Yeah. Oh, that's too many responses. Then Burnt Cage says, why are you comfortable sharing this woman's relationship with everyone except her? Yep. This, says Pretend Historian 318, it's giving Snake. Yeah. Damn poor other girl getting settled for. Yeah, I partially agree with all of these people. I do understand No Leading's feelings in terms of, yeah, call her a coward, but she's acknowledging it. It is cowardly, but she just doesn't feel comfortable. But girl, I would at least ask somebody else to do it. I mean, like, come on. Oh, I don't want to be on overreacting anymore because it seems like people are being mean. What's a fun subreddit to go to? Let's go here. Fun. Oh, yay! I love that these are from like a long time ago, so that's gonna make me happy. Oh shoot. Okay, you know you're bad for this, so I wanna read. Where could you possibly think that you aren't the asshole for that? I'll leave that alone. Am I accidentally looking in someone's comments or something? I think I am. Oh, no, yeah, okay, whatever. Let's start with this one. Shant. Am I the asshole for trying to steal her man? Ida. I love Ida. Alright. A little over a year ago, I was taken in by my friend, female 30, because I became homeless. Hey, own up. At first, her man and I didn't get along, which led to small fights between them. Because I was going through a rough time, I was messy and loud, and admittedly wasn't a great roommate. Own up. This person is so far, I'm just thinking that they're not the asshole, because I have found that people who are not bluntly honest, but this open honesty, don't tend to be assholes. Anyway, at first, it was mostly her who was helping me settle in. I don't cook, so she would cook for us and overall just helped me live again. And as I lived with them, her man, M30, okay, so we're all 30 here it seems, and I began to warm up to each other. We have a lot in common, so I feel like it was bound to happen. She's not a hiker, so he and I would go hiking together. We can hang out on the couch when she's not around, nagging about the messes we made. Oh, shit, girl. Oh, that's a pick-me line if there ever was one. Anyway, we can hang out on the couch when she's not around nagging about the messes we made. She was a health freak, so when she's not around, we shared junk food and hid it from her. He understands my needs and wants in ways no one was able to before. He's become my favorite person. Okay, girl, with that first paragraph, I was with you, I was on your side, I was ready to be rooting for you. We were all ready to be rooting for you. That second paragraph, god dang. Or maybe I'm just... No, I know she's the asshole, but I'm saying maybe I'm just naive, you know? I have a tendency to want people to be the best. Like, it's not even that I view people in the best possible light. I just want people to be that way. So I have hopes. Gosh, recently, I realized I love him more than her. I would follow him to the ends of the earth if he allowed it. I hate it when they are sitting together, and I would try to sit right in between them. I want to be where he is at all times, and I get upset when they are together without me. She caught me laying on his lap and told him that I'm trying to steal him. He tried to laugh it off and push me off, which hurt my feelings. He doesn't know it, but I am trying to steal him. I want to be with him and kiss him forever. Dang, girl, I thought that this was not what this situation was. I thought she meant, like, her friend was suggesting that she was trying to steal her man, like, you know, in quotes, am I an asshole for trying to steal her man? But no. So Reddit, would I be an asshole if I love my human's man more than my Okay, I'm sure y'all read this before I did. Oh shit. So Reddit, would I be an asshole if I love my human's man more than my human despite everything she's done for me? BTW, I am a 1.5 years old pit bull. I love this. That makes me deeply happy. Yeah, total anything, you are right. Well, Shadow84 is right, because I've got a couple other stories to read, but yeah. Total anything is ending on a good note for their day. Straight caregiver is with me. That was beautifully written. My indignation was building with each paragraph, and then, boop on the nose for you. Oh, I like this. This makes me happy. I'm glad that I had a funny one. No, you're not an asshole, you adorable baby. I love pit bulls. Okay, so this is probably not going to be nice, but let's move on to it. Oh my god, I love this username though. Ugh. Ida for telling my boyfriend to suffer. Basically, my boyfriend got into an auto accident a few months ago, broke his leg. I was there in shock trauma and helped him recover in the hospital. He's been since sent home and put on PT. He's been refusing PT and forgetting his follow-up appointments because he wants to get used to the pain and not rely on medicine. What? Okay. I've worked in healthcare. I can't get over that. As a chronic pain sufferer, what, sir? What? I can't take pain medication because if I were to take pain medication for my chronic pain, I would be relying on medicine. And I would, like, there was a time period where I had to stop taking ibuprofen for my monthlies because my stomach lining was actually getting messed up because of the amount that I would have to take. So I just don't take painkillers unless I really need them. So when people are like this and they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna man through, I'm just gonna power through it, I find that so irritating. Like, they don't painkillers are not just meant to keep you from being in pain, or I should say, that's not all that keeping you from being in pain does for you. It allows you to heal better. I read the beginning of the next line where they said that they were in the medical field, so they'll probably say it better than I'm about to say it. So I'm just not going to say it, and I'm going to keep reading. Jesus, this man, already, I'm mad. I've worked in healthcare for over 10 years. The doctors didn't prescribe all this medication for no reason, damn straight. I get he doesn't want to take the oxy in fear of getting addicted. However, the doctor also prescribed gabapentin and lidocaine patches, an icy hot patch, basically. He refuses to take any of that despite me telling him it will help alleviate some of the pain. He stands strong in bearing through the pain, but constantly complains about the aches and pains. It gets to a point where if you refuse the doctor's advice and any advice I give you, I will get annoyed at the constant complaining. After a while of complaining and purposely missing his follow-up appointments, I had enough and told him to either shut the fuck up and suffer in silence or take the medication. Now, it turned into a big argument. That makes, I would imagine it would. Girl, I feel you. I bet you snapped. I am dealing with a situation, I won't get too into it, but I'm dealing with a situation where a man I don't know very well had a stumble and then proceeded to further victimize himself and make it worse. And it got to a point where I just had to say, look, I'm having issues go on in my life, and when I talk to you about them, you are telling me not to put that on you because your life is going so bad. Meanwhile, you made it worse yourself, and not even like in a roundabout way, but in a 1 + 1 = 2, you dumb bitch way. So no, I get it. You probably snapped, and you were justified in snapping, but you probably said some shit you wouldn't have said if you weren't so pissed. Anyway, now it turned into a big argument. Ida for telling him to stop complaining to me about his pains if he's going to do nothing about it. Also, if he's refusing to go to PT, I'm not sure how to help him with at-home exercises for his leg recovery. Girl, you don't. Edit. Did I mention in the comments he did cause the accident due to drunk driving? He was the only one injured, thank all that is good and holy, and him refusing the treatment could be a mental way of him atoning for his sins. That's actually really important, and I'm glad that you have that insight into what he might be doing. It's weird to say I hope that's what he's doing, but I do hope that that's what he's doing, because other than that, he's just stupid. You know what I mean? Like, if he needs therapy, then that's one thing, but if he's just dumb, you know, you can fix ignorance, you cannot fix stupidity. Like, that shit should have been resolved in childhood, unfortunately. Or adolescence at the very latest. Anyway, Puzzled Bag 6493 says, NTA, he's being incredibly frustrating. Has he had personal experience with addiction and maybe that's why he's scared? Either way, he should be going to his PT. You're not the H and the E... I cannot deal with acronyms sometimes. Oof. You're not the asshole either way. You're allowed to set boundaries. And then Lamborghini. I swear I've read stories from Lamborghini before. Anyway, no, he hasn't. He refuses to take medicine for a cold/flu. He's just hard-headed as hell when it comes to taking medicine. Ah, he's one of those types. So he is stupid, unfortunately. That sounds like you're just stupid. Because if you're not taking medicine for a cold, that's one thing. I get it. Maybe you want to suffer in silence. If you're not taking medicine for the flu, you just want to fucking die. Like, you don't want life. Your Balrog dad says, yeah, NTA, and I know you know, but this is a recipe for chronic pain disorder. He needs to stop this nonsense and take responsibility for managing the pain now so that he doesn't have to white-knuckle his way through the rest of his life. Particularly when he's refusing PT and follow-up appointments on top of it. Like, This guy is making choices that risk permanently disabling him. This is not being a big, bad, tough, strong man. This is throwing a toddler tantrum and then flinging himself on the ground so no one can drag him to the doctor. And I'd have a certain amount of forbearance for toddler behavior from someone who is doing his damnedest to manage this and just struggling with the pain and fatigue. But he isn't struggling, he's throwing in the towel. NTA, and if he kept it up much longer, I'd probably be considering stronger measures than just refusing to listen to him complain. Oopsie Daisy Try Again says, yeah, at least you can pick the toddler up and shove them in the car for their own good, or bribe them. No doing that with a grown man. Oopsie Daisy Try Again, I would beg to differ. Have you met a toddler? I mean, well, yes, you can pick them up and shove them in the car for their own good, but good luck getting them in that car seat, I'm on a tangent. I'm gonna move on. Perspective Cookie 16 says, I would have no patience for this. He's choosing not to do his follow-ups and PT, which are intended to allow him to make as full a recovery as possible. I'm guessing he expects a lot of help to take care of everyday things because he's been hurt, though. I'd choose not to listen too, but I'd be thinking carefully about whether there's a viable future with this person. Oh no, that was going to be my last comment, but Relaka says, NTA, I broke 2 bones in my foot past Saturday, and doctors refused to prescribe me meds. The pain is horrible, and I wish something would help me. He's being childish for refusing to accept help. Yes, Relakas and your Balrog dad said it best. People who are in situations like this and aren't able to get pain relief are furious with Lamborghini's boyfriend. And he is hindering his own healing with this refusal for pain medication. Because what pain medication does is it allows you to be relaxed enough to go to those physical therapy sessions and move your body in the way that you need to in order to heal. I not with painkillers, but for my chronic pain issues, I go and I do physical therapy in a big old hot tub, and that big old hot tub is basically my anti-inflammatory, my painkiller that allows me to exercise like a normal person would. Like, I can't outside of a big ass hot tub. So very disappointed in your boyfriend, Lamborghini. I will be opening this in a new tab because I am sure I've read more stories by you and I just want to see. All right. Oh, I'm going to save this for last because I love... Oh, it is last. Well, I love things with updates. So we are on Best of Redditor updates. Ida for sleeping with my sister's husband. And I think this one might be a little bit less facetious than the one with the pity, unfortunately. Trigger warnings. Skip a few seconds ahead if you don't want to see spoilers. Yeah. Infidelity, sex under the influence of alcohol, and betrayal. Okay. The first post, which was in April of 2024, is titled, Ida, am I the asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband? Full period, not a question mark. I feel like you know the answer to that, but we'll move on. I, 29F, I feel like I kind of would have called that it would have been someone in their 20s. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be ageist, but I just feel like if you're out of your 20s and you fuck your sister's husband, you don't have to ask if you're the asshole there, you know what I mean? Anyway, continuing on. I, 29F, find myself in a complicated and difficult situation that has strained my relationship with my sister, 31F. I recently slept with her husband, and now she refuses to speak to me. However, I genuinely believe that I am not solely to blame for the fallout, and I need an impartial judgment on whether I am the asshole in this scenario. Honey, I'm gonna be honest, and I hope that this is not what I continue to read, because it did say sex under the influence of alcohol, but the only way that you would not be the asshole in this scenario is if he fully took advantage of you. You know what I mean? Anyway. Prior to the incident, I noticed some questionable behavior from my brother-in-law, 33M, towards me. Feeling concerned about my sister's well-being, I decided to address this issue with her. However, she dismissed my concerns, leaving me unsure of how to proceed. Okay, what questionable behavior was occurring towards you, and how did she dismiss it? Like, hopefully you're about to go into this. My sister works as a flight attendant and is gone more than she is at home. My brother-in-law recently lost his job and was feeling depressed. During one of her frequent absences from home, she asked me to keep her husband company. She trusted me and didn't believe the warnings that I gave her before about his behavior towards me, but I saw this as an opportunity to support their marriage and help them rebuild their connection. Unfortunately, as we spent more time together, our bond deepened, and we eventually crossed a line that should never have been crossed. Okay, so you are an asshole. This is okay. All right. So are you blaming your sister for not believing the warnings you gave her? Cause you basically said he's flirting with me, I'm assuming, but you didn't say I'm gonna fuck him. I think she would have listened if you said, hey, I'm gonna fuck your husband. Anyway. We had both been drinking, and he was complaining to me about the troubles in their marriage and how he hasn't been for a while. Hasn't been what? Hasn't been physical with her? Like what? He was crying, and I decided to comfort him with my pussy. One thing led to another, and we did the unthinkable. I woke up realizing the nature of what I did, and immediately realized the nature of what had happened. We had both were so intoxicated that we stupidly ended up falling asleep. I awoke to my sister screaming and hitting the both of us, screaming, "How could you do this to me? We're sisters, I trusted you." She wouldn't even give me a chance to explain and kicked me out of the house. Okay. Now, my sister refuses to speak to me. She has filed for divorce. Our parents are siding with her, saying that I violated every family moral. However, I believe that there are multiple factors at play here, and I am not the only one responsible for the breakdown of their marriage. While I acknowledge my mistake, I also question why my sister failed to address the issues in her relationship and why she left her husband in my care without setting clear boundaries. Okay, was this on Am I the Asshole, or did somebody pull this from Am I the Devil? Okay, it belongs on Am I the Devil. What the fuck? She left her husband in my care without setting clear boundaries? That's your sister's husband. The clear boundary is that that's your sister's husband. You don't fuck your sister's husband. My sister and I don't get along. I would never fuck her husband if she had one. She would never fuck my husband if I had one. What the actual fucking fuck? I need to censor this so much. Gosh. Deep breaths. Calm yourself. I do feel a sense of guilt and remorse for my actions, but I also recognize that my sister and her husband had their fair share of problems. It's unfair to place all the blame on me when there were underlying issues that existed long before our involvement. That being said, I understand my sister's anger and hurt. I'm willing to accept responsibility for my actions and make amends, but I also believe that it is crucial for her to acknowledge her role in this situation. Mind you, I'm reading this in this voice now because I think this bitch is delusional. Rebuilding trust and repairing our relationship will require open and honest communication from both parties. In sharing my story, I hope for an unbiased judgment and guidance on how to navigate this difficult situation. Am I the asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband? Edit. Screenshots of my last conversation with her before she blocked me on my profile. I have to see if this post is still up. What are these screenshots? What are these fucking screenshots? Where? I have to see them. Why are they gone? I'm upset. Ugh. Okay. We don't get to see the screenshots, y'all. Unfortunately. I wish Boru was like rare Reddit. Okay, update. On the same post, but was also made into a separate post later on that same day. So this is April 4th, by the way. So this is not, I said it was in April. This was not an April Fool's thing. I feel like there's no way this could have been an April Fool's thing in her sister's life, but I would have loved for this to be an April Fool's thing in my life, because some people need to be checked on. I cannot believe that there is somebody this absolutely diabolical just walking around breathing the same air as like other people who are not of the devil. Like, y'all can't smell the sulfur? Y'all can't smell the brimstone and the sulfur on this bitch's breath? Alright, moving on. Update 1. Hopefully there's not more. Okay guys, I get it. You guys have ripped me apart in the comments, and yeah, I admit I messed up. After deeply reflecting on my actions and seeking advice from others, I've come to realize the extent of the hurt and damage I caused to my sister. I genuinely regret my behavior and am now fully aware that I was in the wrong. There's no excuse for what I did, and I think I was trying to excuse my actions because the thought of it all was too painful. I think this person might be a sociopath or a psychopath. I don't think that they have vast differences now in the DSM. I think it all falls under the like general umbrella of antisocial personality disorder, but I don't mean that like I think this person is doing something so diabolical that they must have antisocial personality disorder. I mean, this person brought this issue to the internet with absolutely zero awareness of themselves being in the wrong. Like, yeah, they said, I see that it was wrong, but every single time they said it was wrong, they were like, but it's also a little bit my sister's fault that I fucked her husband. And now that the internet has basically like said that is unacceptable socially, morally, you are fully in the wrong and she's not anywhere near in the wrong, this person is putting a mask on of, yeah, I get it, I was wrong, I genuinely regret it, I'm fully aware now that I'm in the wrong, there's no excuse. Everything in this first paragraph is everything you say when you want other people to think that you know you messed up. But there is no genuine feeling of regret other than the literal phrase, I genuinely regret my behavior. Like, I'm not getting that from this. But, you know, I'm not a psychologist, and we are all on the internet, little internet detectives. But this is reading, I'm completely insincere, and I don't have, like, any actual remorse. You wanted him, and you had him for a night, and it ruined your sister's life. Last night, after reading comments, I mustered up the courage to reach out and apologize to my sister. Which, you hadn't? Unfortunately, despite my sincere efforts, she has not only refused to speak to me, but has also blocked me from all forms of communication. The fact that my sister has taken such measures is deeply upsetting to me. I yearn for her forgiveness and genuinely want her back in my life. However, I understand that I cannot force her to reconcile or forgive me on my terms. I have sought advice from friends and family on how to navigate this situation, but it seems like the best course of action for now is to respect her boundaries and give her the space she clearly needs. This person is talking like they accidentally ran over, like, her sister's mailbox. She's acting like that's what she's done, and like maybe the sister built the mailbox with her own hands from the ground up and it was really important to her, but she's, you know, blocking her and she's blocking OP and separating herself from OP over nothing is the gist of what I'm getting from these words. It's giving trite. It's giving, I want you guys to think that I feel remorse, and I want my sister to think that I feel remorse. Or not even I want my sister to think that I feel remorse. I do think that she genuinely does want her sister back in her life, and I think she wants her sister's forgiveness, but she's not willing to do any of the work that forgiveness would require, and she's not willing to do any of the work that getting her sister back into her life would require. It's just, oh, well, okay, well, she can recover from this over there, and then once she recovers from it, we'll be good, right? You will not be good. You will never speak to your sister again, probably. I have continued to reflect on my actions and have sought therapy to address the underlying issues that led to my hurtful behavior. I found some online and plan on calling soon to help. I need to go to sleep. I found some online and plan on calling soon to get started up to help figure out the root of my behavior. I'm committed to personal growth and becoming a better person, regardless of whether or not my sister chooses to reconnect with me, in which I will never give up trying. Jesus. If I were this person's sister and I read this, I would be going to prison. Absolutely not. I have also reached out to mutual friends and family members, hoping they might act as intermediaries or offer support in bridging the gap between us. However, I understand that they too must respect my sister's boundaries and not get involved in our personal dispute. My ex-brother-in-law has refused to pick up any of my phone calls through all of this. I heard from my mother that he told her I initiated the entire thing and got him drunk and then forced myself onto him, which is the furthest thing from the truth. I can't believe he'd throw me under the bus after I was there for him for so long. Guess I really looked like the fool, huh? Okay. The pain of not being able to communicate with my sister is devastating, but I am determined to learn from my mistakes and make amends in any way possible. I will continue to work on myself and strive to become someone who deserves her forgiveness, even if it takes a significant amount of time. To say the past few months has been insane is an understatement. I feel like my entire world has caved in. Baby, I feel like you took advantage of that man. Like, the fact that there is such a lack of clarity in terms of his behavior towards her and the sister's complete and total dismissal of what OP is saying were red flags is making me think that this man was not flirting with you. He was not putting off signals. He wasn't doing anything. He was trying to complain about his wife to her sister, which, I mean, that's not cool. But I think you took advantage of this man. Like, I don't think you forced yourself onto him, and I don't think you got him drunk, but I think there is a kernel of truth in there that, like, sometimes when people are super wasted, they can be taken advantage of either gender, and I think that it seems like you have taken advantage of this man. Just based on the complete and total lack of evidence that he had actual interest in you. Could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not a Reddit sleuth. I leave that up to people who know people better than my neurospicy self, but, like, bitch, this is giving Predator. While I hold on to hope that one day my sister will be willing to reopen the lines of communication, I also acknowledge the possibility that she may never want to speak to me again. Regardless, I will continue to grow, learn, and reflect on my actions, knowing that healing and reconciliation are processes that cannot be rushed or forced. I hope my sister sees my remorse and my effort to grow. I will update if anything further happens. Deep breaths. Ooh. Oh, these are the texts. Oh, I want to see the text before I read what other people say in the comments. I'm sure you guys have seen the comment, but... Lindsay. Oh, so you're naming your sister? Oh, I guess you name yourself anyway. Lindsay, I am extremely sorry. I haven't been able to sleep, eat, or function since this has all happened. Regardless of you believing it's been ongoing, it's only happened once. I take full responsibility for my part. I should have distanced from him when he was making advances before. I should have pressed it more. I shouldn't have given in. I was intoxicated. I wouldn't have ever done it sober. I take responsibility for it. No, you don't. Literally the 2 paragraphs or 2 messages before this were you refusing to take responsibility. I just feel that responsibility needs to be taken, that it was already failing. I can't believe you said that to her. You should have left him a long time ago, or even believe me when I tried to tell you. Oh, if I were your sister, I'd poison you. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? You're always the victim, Kelly, always. You can never take responsibility for your actions. I swear you could hit someone with a car walking on a damn sidewalk and you'd argue it was their fault too for not moving. You betrayed me. You're right. I stupidly didn't believe you because I was in denial about my marriage. But I never thought you'd do this to me ever. I helped raise you. I was there for you whenever you needed me. I forgave you for the upbringing we had with you always being the favorite. You cannot handle the fact that mom and dad are siding with me for once. I never want to see you again. You are no longer my sister. Good for you, Lindsay. Stick up for yourself. Yeah. It sucks to not be the golden child. And in some ways, it also does suck to be the golden child, because then you end up like this, where you refuse to take responsibility for any of your actions. Nothing is ever your fault, because, well, it's not your fault that you were the golden child. That was just how mom and dad decided to raise you. And it's just like, you need to get over yourself. You need to check yourself. Privilege exists in all aspects of our lives, and you need to recognize yours. Oh, motherfucker. I am sorry. No, you're not. I never meant to hurt you. I'm not trying to play victim at all. I take responsibility. No, you don't. But why am I getting the most heat here? He's just at fault. I guess she meant he's just as at fault. Bitch, you're the sister. Like, he's some random bitch off the street compared to you. She doesn't know him from Adam compared to you. Y'all have known each other one of your entire lives. Like, oh. All I'm saying is you should have left him or been actively trying to fix the relationship and it wouldn't have gotten this far. But that still does not excuse my actions. I am the worst. I just don't understand why I get the most heat. Because you are my sister. Yeah, go off. Men come and go. I'm not going back and forth. Have a good life being the bitch that you are. Yeah. Or whore. Or something. I'm sure she said something expletive. So, damn. And then I guess I'll read this comment on the pictures. Jeez. Ugh. Damn, Kelly, she raised you? Okay, confusion, I love you. I love you even more. Okay, confusion 4206969 is the one who says, damn, Kelly, she raised you and this is how you repay her? I hope you know you definitely lost her for good. Me and my sister are so unbelievably close. If she ever did this, blocking her would not be my first course of action. I'm ruining her life. I think you got off lucky that she just blocked you and cut contact. You are correct, okay, confusion. I would either ruin or end. Ruin it or end it, like one of the two. And that drunk excuse, absolutely weak. So this is the first time you drank? No way you suddenly became a slut during this drink session. I roll. You're a bad person. And I'm honestly glad you're getting roasted for the absolute whore you are. White person shrug. Seriously, did you think you could fuck her husband, wait out the storm for a few months, then she'd suddenly forgive you? Every time she looks at you, she will be hurt, disgusted, angry. And then what about anyone new she starts a relationship with? You think she'd just eventually trust you and bring you around them? Lastly, to address you going around to friends and family looking for support, the fucking audacity. I fucked my sister's husband. How do I get her to forgive me? That's not embarrassing to you? Laugh my ass off. Yeah, go off, okay, confusion. How do you say this? Uni? Is it Yopang or Yupang? Because it's either Yopang or Yupang. But I'm going to just say Uni. Uni says, I can't believe you posted these messages here to prove how real this is or how sorry you are. You didn't learn a single thing. This should be in private. Self-reflection should be done in private. Why is your sister's name out there? You don't respect her. Period. I know you are sorry, but you need to actually take more than 3 to 4 days to reflect. Sorry is not enough, and we are not in 5th grade anymore when a sorry can fix everything. Oh, and please stay away from her. I would never do that to my sister, and she's not even blood related to me. Bruh. Yeah, same. One of my younger sisters is not blood or marriage related to me anymore, and I would never do this to her. I wouldn't do this to a fucking stranger. that was my friend. Or somebody that was my friend, I should say. Jesus. Cute Shine is with me and says, I fucking love your sister. She is awesome, and I'm glad she has such a straight backbone, which you are clearly lacking. And she's right. You deserve to be dead to her for good. You don't have a sister anymore. And the only person you can blame for that, the only person you can thank for that, is you. These messages make you an even bigger asshole than your post did. And that, sweetie, requires some serious talent. And then Jael Mikhailson agrees with Cute Shine. But I'm going to skip over that. Y'all can read that if you want to. I'm going to read Defiant Frosting's comment and then go back to the main thing. Defiant Frosting 795 says, wow, you're a bitch. When I read your story, I thought you were already a bitch because you did what you did and wouldn't take accountability at all. Looking at this, damn, you're even worse than I thought. To all the other Redditors, pardon my language. You're a fucking cunt. Your vile, evil, and disgusting behavior got you what you deserved. I'm happy your sister got to cut off the abscess known as you. I pray she finds peace and someone better in her lifetime, for real. Fragile Predator has an agreement that I will not be reading aloud, because I kind of want to read Creative Type real quick, because I love personal stories. Creative Type 3033 says, this is the ultimate betrayal. My sister is 3 years younger and I basically raised her well into adulthood. I am always helping her out and keeping her on a straight path. If this is how she repaid me, I would lose every inch of restraint I have in my body. Men quite literally come and go. Sisters are forever and you fucked her husband, and in turn yourself, and the chance at your entire family having a normal life at all going forward. I hope the sex was good enough. Yeah. That's how I feel, Creative Type. I think she really did that to herself. I'm dealing with a situation with a certain family member that we were very close for my entire 31 years of living, and then that family member pulled some stuff where I was just like, so you don't want to be around me or my children for the rest of our lives because of this 2 weeks? You wanna do the most that you can during these 2 weeks to make it so that you're dead to me? Okay, all right. Whew. Okay. The interesting comments. Medical Caller 2678 says, your logic is their relationship was already failing, so your sister should take responsibility. Let me ask you a question using your own logic. Let's say your car is older and needs some work done. If I come up and steal your car, GTA style, and I total it, would you be at fault for the crash because the car was already failing? Or would it be me because I'm the one that took it and couldn't control the car and crashed? You see how dumb that sounds? If it was failing, then your job was to help your sister get through this and guide her towards counseling or a divorce. Instead, you guided your way into his pants. I think it's more to the story, and the more to the story is you had feelings for the brother-in-law for a while, and this drunk behavior made you act on it. You give off golden child energy in which you've rarely been held accountable. Oh, and if my comment wasn't clear enough, you're the asshole. OP says, I understand what you're saying. It makes sense. Calm Froyo 479 says, this has to be troll post rage bait. OP says, how am I baiting? Do you need to see screenshots between my sister and I? I feel bad, yes. My point, I shouldn't be completely at fault here. I'm not trying to be a victim. And then we go to those screenshots. Apparently I should have read this little part before the screenshots, but like the fact that that's the lead up to the screenshots. Oof, man. Oh, very nice of this person. They transcripted it out, but we did already read it. Oh, there's an update? Oh, God. Okay. I gotta go to sleep after this, so I'm gonna do the update, and then I don't have any further opinions on what we've read before. So we'll just read top comments, and then I will sleep. Final update. Wow, you guys are ruthless. I fully see that I was in the wrong and my behavior is inexcusable. I do not deserve to have her as a sister, and I am literally a piece of crap. There's not a single insult you guys can give me that I haven't given myself. I feel like that's untrue. I don't think that that is true. I think that this person is saying those things so that people maybe stop shitting on them, but I don't think people are going to stop shitting on you even though you are saying that you think you're a piece of crap. And based on this first sentence, I think we're about to read a story, you guys. I think we're about to read a full lie. Surprisingly, my sister unblocked me, expressing her desire for closure and personal healing. It seems that she has reached... Okay, when is this? This is a month later. This is May 2nd. Okay. It seems that she has reached a point where she needs to address the past in order to move forward, but she has made it clear that she doesn't wish to continue our relationship. We had an open and honest discussion about the pain and hurt that had accumulated over time. It was an emotional and challenging conversation, but one that allowed us to express our feelings and seek some form of closure. During our conversation, my sister made it clear that she has made the difficult decision to no longer have a relationship with me. She explained that she needs to focus on her own healing and well-being, and believes that maintaining a relationship with me would hinder that process. It was a heartbreaking realization for me to accept, but I understand and respect her choice. In our conversation, I took the opportunity to sincerely apologize for any pain I have caused her. That's a narcissist's way of apologizing already, and I bet it wasn't good. I acknowledged my past mistakes and expressed deep regret for my actions. While I had hoped for a different outcome, I understand that my sister's healing journey is her own to navigate, and it may not involve me. Moving forward, I will continue to reflect on the lessons learned from this experience. I have come to understand the impact of my actions and the importance of personal growth and self-reflection. It is crucial for me to learn from this and strive to become a better person, even if it means accepting that my sister wants no further relationship with me. While it is painful to accept the loss of a close bond, I will honor my sister's wishes and give her the space she needs to heal and move forward. I will continue to work on myself, seeking personal growth and understanding, and ensuring that I do not repeat the mistakes of the past. Oh, the poison feeling. This experience has taught me the importance of empathy, forgiveness, and respecting the boundaries of others. I'm grateful for the opportunity to have had this conversation with my sister, as it has allowed me to gain a deeper understanding of the consequences of my actions and the importance of growth and healing in relationships. This will likely be my last update, as there's nothing more to say. I lost my sister and the respect of the people closest to me. But through all of that, she is the victim, not me. I deserve this. I don't think that this woman believes any of the crap that she is spewing these last... JK, I was gonna say 3 paragraphs, but I don't think she believes any of the stuff that she's saying throughout any of this. She is continuing to put up these green flag statements of, I will continue to seek personal growth, and I'll be doing self-reflection. I don't think that this woman cares. I don't think that she cares that she ruined her sister's marriage. I don't think that she cares that her sister will no longer be in her life. I don't think that she cares. I fully don't. She saw something she wanted, and I think that really the only thing she cares about is that she didn't get to keep the ex-husband, the ex-brother-in-law. Jojo Lyon says, reading the title, I made my quick theories for the twist that would make her not the asshole. The sister was cheating with OOP's husband, so it was revenge? The sister was dead, and her husband found solace with OOP? OOP didn't know it was her sister's husband because they were estranged? Nope, it was just as bad as it looked. Clown in a Circus 12 says, honestly, I thought it was that she was assaulted by him and was raised on some fucked up views about sex and consent. Nope, she just decided to fuck her brother-in-law. And let me read Ghost Child's before I pop this open, because I do want to read the replies to this, because I had that thought as well. Ghost Child says, me after reading the title, I'm sure this situation is more nuanced than the title implies. I mean, there's no way OOP is that shitty and that dense. Me after reading the post, well, I'll be a monkey's anus. Turns out OOP is that shitty and dense. Yeah, Ghost Child, you got it right. You and me both. You and me and everybody else reading this shit. Jesus. walks. Not only that, guys, she tried to minimize what she did. I don't remember why I opened this, so we'll just skip on to T-shirt Sal says, LOL at the reflective essay at the end. While I'm all for people acknowledging their mistakes and learning... Oh, this is T-shirts Australia. T-shirts AU. While I'm all for people acknowledging their mistakes and learning from them, something about the last 3 paragraphs turns that process into a performance OOP is doing to get Redditors off her back about calling her an asshole. Baby, I think that whole thing was a performance. Wallygog says, yeah, it just reads like word vomit of shit that people who called her out would want to hear. Yes! Disconnected, like she doesn't truly mean it, and is self-absorbed enough that she just doesn't like other people thinking of her as an arsehole. Regardless of fact, she crossed a line, a boundary most normal people have in place that doesn't need to be stated. Titan Inbound says, not gonna lie, it sounds like HR corpo speak filled with buzzwords. It's kinda insane. Yes. And somebody who deleted their account says, quoted, while I acknowledge my mistake, I also question why my sister failed to address the issues in her relationship and why she left her husband in my care without setting clear boundaries. And Deleted says, well, I don't need to read anymore. OOP is apparently stupid as fuck if she thinks she needs to be told not to sleep with her in-laws. Nice to be nice agrees with me, 1312, and says the clear boundary is that he was married to her sister. Even if he was just married, that's a boundary. Jesus fuck. I'm gonna start... Never mind. Never mind. That was a not funny joke that popped into my head because I'm sleepy. I was gonna say, I'm gonna start saying Jesus fucks instead of Jesus walks. Or Jesus wept. Matcha Magpie says, quotes, my brother-in-law was crying about his... Oh, no, she made up a quote. My brother-in-law was crying about his marriage with my sister, and I decided the best way was to comfort him with my vagina. Internet, why is my sister overreacting? I can't believe she repeatedly tried to call the ex-brother-in-law after the fallout. Yeesh. Matcha Magpie, you didn't get it? She was trying to keep that hookup going. Sensitive section is correct. Who needs enemies when you have a family like that? Pupple Chaos says, spoke with the one that I caught my ex cheating on me with. There were several I only found out about later, and asked her why she could walk into a home that so obviously had a family with a small child living there and do that. She responded with, when you see someone as sad as he was... In a rare moment of not having to wait for my shower to get a comeback, I replied with, I've known plenty of sad people, and my response wasn't to spread my legs. I will never understand that excuse. Also, she definitely did the finding out of the fucking around. Also, when he shockingly cheated on her too. Surprised Pikachu. And Alarmed Jellyfish has a sarcastic reply for sensitive selection. They say, look, we're all being too harsh on OP. She made an excellent point. Her sister never established any boundaries. How could OP possibly know she wasn't supposed to fuck her sister's husband? I gotta get off this page because I have to go to sleep. But oh wow, this is gold. I'm so sorry for Lindsay in this situation, and I'm actually sorry that I know her name. Like, Kelly, get your shit together. Fuck. Good night. So that is Jael Reads Reddit Stories for today. I did not on purpose make this like a cheating themed episode. I just kind of wanted to read some Am I Overreacting, Am I the A-hole stories. But I guess that just is what it is, and that'll be what we talk about today. So, have a good day.